China's third aircraft carrier, the Fujian, enters military service. Beijing has been funneling billions of dollars into defense in recent years, with the aim of modernizing its forces by 2035, and the Fujian had already drawn international attention ahead of its formal commissioning on Wednesday. The new carrier is equipped with an advanced takeoff technology, a sort of electromagnetic catapult known as Emals. The vessel looks set to be a far more effective naval weapon than China's first two Russian-designed carriers, Liaoning and Shandong, which are smaller and rely on ramps to launch aircraft. China's latest aircraft carrier has officially entered service after extensive sea trials, with experts saying the ship will help the world's largest navy expand Beijing's sphere of influence farther beyond its own waters. China announced it has commissioned its third aircraft carrier, the Fujian. President Xi Jinping boarded the carrier Fujian, named after the Chinese province facing Taiwan, for an inspection tour in the city of Sanya in southern Hainan province on Wednesday. More than 2,000 representatives from China's Navy and aircraft carrier construction units attended the commissioning and flag-presenting ceremony. The Fujian is China's third aircraft carrier, but its first indigenously designed and built model. With it, China is steadily closing the gap to U.S. naval capabilities in the region. On Friday, Chinese media reported that the People's Liberation Army Navy has officially taken its third aircraft carrier, the Fujian, into service at a naval base on the southern Chinese island of Hainan. The Fujian is considered a symbol of Chinese President Xi Jinping's overhaul and rapid expansion of China's military. Fujian is also the name of the Chinese coastal province facing the island of Taiwan in the South China Sea. The Fujian is the first carrier that China designed and built independently. The first two, the Liaoning and Shandong, commissioned in 2012 and 2019, relied heavily on Soviet blueprints. The new carrier is equipped with an advanced takeoff technology, a sort of electromagnetic catapult known as Emals, that is able to launch heavier jets than older steam-powered technologies, allowing for more fuel and a wider range, as well as a larger payload. It also allows for the deployment of heavier reconnaissance planes, which are essential for providing ships with operational visibility when out of range of land-based support. Previously, this launch capability had been exclusive to Ford-class carriers named after the world's largest warship to date, the USS Gerald or Ford in the U.S. Navy. Increasing the range of warships and planes in the region comes with a series of geopolitical implications, lending China growing capabilities to defend contested islands in the South China Sea and East China Sea it lays claims to, as well as challenge U.S. primacy deeper in the Pacific. China's carriers cannot just operate near home, they must operate in the distant oceans and far seas to carry out various training and support missions, Hong Kong-based military expert Song Zhongping told the news agency. Our overseas interests span the globe, we need to be globally present. In a recent report to the U.S. Congress, the Pentagon described China's military as the only competitor to the United States with the intent and, increasingly, the capacity to reshape the international order. There are growing concerns abroad that China's growing naval force will be used to blockade or possibly invade Taiwan. The democratically self-governed island off China's eastern coast has geopolitical, economic and historical relevance in the U.S.-China rivalry in the South China Sea and beyond. And the Fujian had already drawn international attention ahead of its formal commissioning on Wednesday. In September, Chinese defense officials confirmed the Fujian had passed through the Taiwan Strait on scientific research trials and training missions. The carrier was also used to showcase takeoffs and landings of the PLA's prestigious J-35 stealth fighter. The vessel looks set to be a far more effective naval weapon than China's first two Russian-designed carriers, Liaoning and Shandong, which are smaller and rely on ramps to launch aircraft. With a flat flight deck and electromagnetic catapults for takeoffs only found elsewhere on the latest United States Navy Ford-class carriers, the Fujian will be able to carry significantly more and heavier armed jet fighters. During the Fujian's sea trials, the Chinese Navy launched its new carrier version of the J-35 stealth fighter and an early warning aircraft, the KJ-600, as well as a variant of its established J-15 fighter jet. The ability to carry its own reconnaissance aircraft also means that, unlike the Liaoning and Shandong, the Fujian will not be operating blind when out of the range of land-based support, allowing it to operate its most advanced aircraft further afield. It remains to be seen how quickly the Fujian will become combat-ready, but the vessel is perhaps the most visible example yet of President Xi's deep overhaul and rapid expansion of China's military. The Chinese leader has previously said his goal is for China to have a modernized military force by 2035 and a world-class force to rival the US by 2050. With the Fujian, Beijing has taken another significant step towards closing that gap. Beijing has been funneling billions of dollars into defense in recent years, with the aim of modernizing its forces by 2035. A fourth carrier has been under construction since 2024, and is thought to have nuclear propulsion capabilities which will increase the distance it can travel by virtually removing the need to refuel. China's Navy is expected to have 6 aircraft carriers by 2030, the US Department of Defense estimates. In numbers, China has the world's largest navy, with over 700 warships and submarines, and over 1,000 active vessels. In comparison, the US Navy has just over 200 active ships. But in terms of aircraft carriers, the imbalance is reversed. The US Navy has 11 aircraft carriers in total, compared to China's 3. All of them are nuclear-powered. But China has been working to close this gap, constructing new warships at a pace the US has not been able to match. They're fielding and building more aircraft carriers, they're fielding more nuclear-powered subs, they are fielding more, larger destroyers and other vessels that carry a larger number of missiles.